Well, there's been another update for Football Manager 2024 news. It's the truer football motion, match authenticity, and positional play. I'm very late to get into this. I've been out all day, and then I had to do my stream, went out for dinner, all sorts of things. I'll come back, and I've been seeing little snippets all day. People very happy, like lots of people who know I work on the match team who I've met before, Jack the Cult of, and Nick Madden, people like that. Very happy and proud of what they've done. So I'm really interested to see this, because I've also seen a lot of creators tweet out saying that they are excited about this. So we're gonna have a look at this blog, and I think there's some video footage. I think I've seen some video footage in this one, so there might be a video that goes with, so we will check as we go. So let's go across to the blog. Before we do, if you're excited about FM24 as much as I am, make sure you use the link down in the description below, and with the code SciManager24 at Fanatical, an approved Sega retailer, to get the game for £35 and 5 pence, which is 22% cheaper than Steam. So here we are, we're on the roadmap, that's the word. Let's go, deep dive. Okay, truer football motion, match authenticity, and positional play. So this is going to be the in-game stuff, I assume. There's a fly in front of me, get rid of that. Match days are the moments that get the adrenaline flowing in every Football Manager career. They're where your tactical visions come to life, underdog stories are written, and players win a lifelong place in your heart with their heroics. Now, this will surprise me, because with the new engine coming, I wouldn't have thought there'd have been too many updates. They did say there would be some animation changes and small tweaks, but I wasn't expecting anything big here. So let's see. With every release of Football Manager, our match engine team strive to make those moments feel closer to a perfect simulation of world football. In FM24, the most complete version of the series to date, the team have vastly improved the way it's behave. From animation locomotion upgrades that improve off-the-ball movement, right through to player rotation enhancements that allow you to incorporate more positional play in your tactics, you'll notice changes from your first kickoff. Interesting. The introduction of a brand new player role brings you closer to the professional game, while other roles had the functionality returned. I think I have seen what this is, and this is inverted wingback on defense. So it's a role it's a position that's already there. It's a role that's already there on other positions, but it just adds that role into that position. We've made upgrades to our ball physics and matchday lighting. Now, I think this matchday lighting is what a lot of people have been saying. The lighting's interesting, because I think the lighting, go back to FM 2014, and you can see like the way the pitches light up. They obviously changed something in the lighting so that it was more realistic, but it actually worsened the way that the game looked in a strange way. If you go back and look, and you'll see what I mean. So let's have a look. Delivering new avenues for attacking play. Thanks to the likes of Pep, positional players become one of world football's most popular principles. It is an approach that sees players take up positions on the pitch that help their sides create numerical advantages with passing triangles and diamonds. The intention of these shapes is to create space, give the ball carrier several passing options, and allow the team to progress position up the pitch to the final third. Understandably, many of you have been keen to try and emulate those positional play-driven approaches. Our match team is trying to deliver you more tools to do so, particularly with regard to improving player rotations on the pitch. You'll see that some players, based on their role and those you included around them, can now move into another position while in possession than would be expected from their default starting base. Take, for example, a 4-2-3-1, so that's what's in the image here, with two defensive midfielders, where your pivot players are Segundo Volante, there, and a ball-winning midfielder, and the player just behind the striker is advanced playmaker. Following what? Okay, let's look at this picture then. So that City, Foden is the advanced playmaker, Rodri is the ball winning, Kovacic is the volante. So is there an instruction that does this? Or it must be a player instruction, I'd assume. There's nothing on them that we can see there, I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing in the regular instructions. So let's carry on. Following our rotation change to FM24, the advanced playmaker now recognizes the attacking runs of the Segundo Volante in behind. This means the advanced playmaker will move across to open a new channel, bring up Segundo Volante to push up a second number 10, effectively create a 4-1-4. To accommodate this movement, your balling midfielder would occupy a more central position to provide more cover. Okay, so they make more logical changes. I don't know if that's something you have to instruct. We'll find out in a second. These rotations work well with other aggressive defensive midfielder roles like the roaming playmaker Metzalas. We look forward to seeing you experiment with fluidity, but in the meantime, you can see some of those midfield rotations in action. Okay, so AM and DM rotations. Let's have a look at this. So we have Gvardiol pushing up here. So there's Bernardo. So there's Stones. There's Haaland. Who's made the run there? That's interesting. Comes across to the right back. So that's sort of just Stones moving into the midfield. Let's go back to the start there then. Stones has moved into midfield. Which one's the DM? This one's the DM. That's De Bruyne, I think, there. It's hard to tell actually with this video. That's Silva. That's Stones. That's Haaland. This is De Bruyne here. So this is I think think it comes here. Yeah, this is Rodrigo here. So where was Rodrigo? If that's the same, Rodri was on the left. So where's Kovacic? Okay, it's not actually the same formation. They're not playing with the same players because that had De Bruyne and it didn't have De Bruyne before. To complement these changes, also tweak the behavior of the inverted wing and the inside forward roles. Now, when they recognize that you've got an additional midfield player pushing up into the half space on their side, they will stay wider to accommodate them and create more overloads. Okay, so they're going to act more logically out wide, hopefully, right? They're going to sit a bit wider. On a more defensive note, the half-back role has had some alterations. Now, depending on where you're using them in double pivot, either take up the left or right centre-back position while in possession. All right. In summary, these positional rotations mean that your players can now behave more intelligently, adjusting their position based on the roles and movement of teammates. So I still don't know if you're setting this or if it does it. Your players should have more passing lanes open to them and a better ability to play through the lines, allowing your team shape dynamically adjust through different phases of attack. Okay, a modern evolution, introducing the inverted fullback. Oh, right, no, we normally have inverted wingbacks, not inverted fullbacks. I was wrong. It is a completely new role. So better incorporating positional players, one of this new reflects modern football, inverted fullback. Kyle Walker and a highly requested addition on the forums. This role functions as traditional fullback when defending, but in position transitions become a third central defender. All right, so an inverted wingback will move up the pitch, right? It'll sort of move into the midfield, but inverted fullback will move across, allowing maybe someone out of the defense to move forward, like in this case, John Stones. When the inverted fullback combines your defense to make a back three, the outermost two function like wide centre backs. Yes. This means the defender on the side of the pitch where the ball is has license to move slightly forward to support the play. This new role enables you to experiment three at the back building shapes while defending in a back four, something that many of the world's top teams are currently doing. Also frees up someone else in your back line to move into midfield. Yeah, those were John Stones pushing up. Okay, so they have changed the inverted wing back as well. Pushing in the midfield could well be an inverted wing back. On the other side is a more intelligent and responsive positioning. Defensive midfielders are more suited to recognizing the movement, so they're going to react to each other more and move around better. This adaptation is very similar to the way in which Rodri tends to dovetail with the fullback on his side of the pitch. The clip below illustrates sort of 3-2 build-up shape that combining inverted fullback and inverted wingback can achieve. Okay, let's have a look. So it's gone back to Walker here, but Ruben Diaz here. It's going to come across here. So John Stones has pushed right forward. So we should see here Walker drop in behind here, and Sergio Gomez or whoever they've got out on the left here, Akanji, should push up a little bit. I don't actually see who they've got on the left. Silva. Okay, yeah. So you see they have left back Walker and who was it? Laporte? I didn't actually see. I've forgotten already. Anyway, yes. So Stones. I mean, Stones is quite high up there. It was Ruben Diaz, right? Building out from the back with an enhanced libero. City's Pep Guardiola states a tactical trendsetter. With John Stones playing as a centre-back, stepping up in the midfield. Okay, so he's going to be... That John Stones role is made by improvements to the libero. Available now on a back four and all three defensive. So you can play a libero in a back four, okay, because you couldn't do that before, which was kind of... You had to put him in the centre position. In addition to the midfielders adjusting their position to accommodate the libero's forward movement, we've ensured that your central defenders adapt suitably to the libero stepping out. As such, your central defenders will alter their behaviour. So this should mean that your defence is a bit better and not leaving gaps in stupid spots. Something to note is if you play an inverted wingback and libero on the same side, the libero will not push up. This is because the inverted wingback has priority when both roles are asked. Okay, so it sets a priority. These changes to the libero, as well as other roles outlined, ultimately mean there will be greater fluidity and dynamism into your tactics and the way they perform on match day. I think it, in a way, it helps prevent like gaps at the back. So this is the libero. I think we saw what I mean, he's pretty much done it in the last two clips as well. There you go. He's gone forward there. Oh, it's John Stones. Sorry, here's Stones. Stones going to do it? Oh, there goes Stones. Both of them are pushing forward even. That's Ruben Diaz. That might have been the DM just further back. So there's Rodrigo. Stones is sat slightly further forward. He's going to run now, hopefully. There he goes, moving up into the midfield. So he's setting like two DMs here. With Ruben Diaz back on his own, Gvardiol on the left, and we have Walker on the right. So Stones is here now in the centre. Back to De Bruyne. He's providing support just behind De Bruyne. It's going to come back to Stones here. You see, he's sat in line with Rodri. He's well ahead of Ruben Diaz. In fact, he's even ahead of Rodri here. That's going to come to Stones. That's going to go De Bruyne there. Stones. It's build-up play. Apparently, it's going to be... So this has the inverted fullback as well. So that's Walker moving inside to cover. Going to come to Stones here. Grealish, De Bruyne. So you see Stones just sat here. He's occupying some midfielders. There's De Bruyne. He sat just on the edge of the area. If this comes to him now, Foden's going to shoot it. Oh, it's a great finish. Is that a goal? It's great. Okay, right. That showed some some cool stuff. Let's look at some of the other bits. Outside their role behavior, you'll notice players appear more intelligent. So this is like nice little tweaks. So more intelligent when moving into positions. So let's have a look at this. Interesting, they've gone with different teams on this one. Looks like Atletico Madrid. That was an interesting like run back there. That leg out pass, I think that was new. It does look like they're sliding a little bit. I don't know if that's just because it's quite a grainy. What quality have they uploaded this in? Upgrade this. There we go. Let's get this in. Let's get this in 1440. There we go. Let's get this in 1440. I can actually see a little bit better. All right, this is looking better. I mean, sometimes it's hard to pick out what's different here. They're interested, like he dropped his shoulder there a little bit, which I don't think they did before. Yeah, some of these little runs look. The little first touches and taps. I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining it, and they've always sort of done that. 2 touches, pass. 2 touches, pass. It was a good ball. As outlined in our junior development, thanks to data we obtained from a new partner from real world of professional football. So they've got that into 24, not just 25. This data greatly improves the authenticity and fluidity of the animations in our games, and a significant leap forward beyond the traditional studio-based motion capture. We've also improved our in-house animation engine utilizing inverse kinematic system to reflect real-life capture. So that'll be like the dips in the arms things. I think that is new. New motion matching, new system allowed us to identify more realistic animations and directly use them for every player relative to context. Motion matching, in combination with inverse kinematics, will bring a lot more fluidity to player movements. You know, it's the animation changes with off-the-ball actions like running, pointing, and defensive jockeying. Players will now position themselves on the half turn much more often, meaning they can receive the ball more easily. Okay, good, right. Hopefully they don't lose the ball so much in the middle of the pitch in stupid situations then as well. Yeah, look, yes. Look at the way he received that ball then. I'm sure that he didn't do that before. And when they get this into FM25, it's going to be beautiful. I am excited for 24, but when this is in the Unity engine, I can't wait. Graphical upgrade. Ultimately, these changes that will mean that without any extra processing requirements, you'll be experiencing smoother and more fluid animations. Okay, more authentic ball movement. In conjunction with the visibly improved player movement, we've written our ball physics. Our engine now models drag and air resistance more effectively, meaning the ball will float and spin more effectively. Similarly, deflections will appear more realistic. Okay, that'll be interesting. Let's see if last year they improved the bounce on the ball. Let's have a look at this. He's going to take a free kick. We should see some spin on this free kick, the way it looks like he's going to take it. Yeah, that was spinning a lot. I don't remember it ever spinning that much. That's bounced up. That ball looks really big. That was a crazy bounce. Weather is another important fact. Oh, so weather's going to matter as well. Temperature and altitude. So let's have a look. Ball physics. So, okay, right. Obviously, we're not going to see these lines in games. This is when it's raining. Look at that curve on that ball. Oh, that was a beautiful ball off field. Cross field. Supporting these ball physics changes and enhancements to the way your players dribble and finish. More authentic ball friction with the ground, meaning that dribbling attempts will be more realistically affected. Additionally, you'll notice your players are now less likely to dribble all the way to the byline before stopping and turning around. Okay, good. Instead, they will slow down earlier to face up the opposition defender. Okay, good. These changes also mean your players are now able to volley the ball into the ground and more likely to connect with downward headers than when the right situation arises. Ooh, downward headers. Hopefully, they haven't absolutely made set pieces way too powerful with that. Well, they had the set piece thing coming later. This is a volley into the ground. I'm interested to see this. The ball's going to come in. Oh, yeah, he bounced it down. Okay, interesting. Elevating your match day environment. The more eagle-eyed of you will have spotted this in the first screenshots. Lighting and pitch textures have been enhanced. See, it was hard to see in those videos, but I think in this one here. Day, night, and interior lighting been upgraded to ensure you get better color grading based on the weather, season, time of day. Upgraded our fog settings so time of day and weather are more obvious. Pitch textures are now much sharper, more natural look, meaning they match looks more authentic than ever. The graphic below illustrates how much of an improvement. There's a cool slider. Oh, look at this. I was going to open it in a new tab, but I can't. Can I zoom in on this? Let's get zoomed on this. So this is the left is 23. This is what it looks like now. Let me scroll it over. There's a lot more fans in that stadium. I mean, interesting there on that one, on the old one, they have like that at the top of the stand. And the new one is a very flat stand that they've chosen, much brighter light. But the pitch does look better. You have these guys in the corner. Why are they not there in that one? This isn't 23, surely. These guys exist in 23, with the cameraman and stuff like that. They're not there. No cameraman or anything. I'm sure they exist in 23. FM24, FM23. Interesting. I'll tell you what, player shadows, those are better. Look at those. Those are matching the shapes. If I check the 23 ones, they do a little bit, but they're more like blobs in 23. Interesting. It's a hard comparison, isn't it? It definitely looks better. Okay, let's have a look. Most authentic and immersive match day yet. Positional rotations and brand new inverted fullback rule give more avenues for tactical experimentation. More intelligent player movement. I mean, that sort of thing will feel good. Looking forward to that. Right. I mean, that's good, isn't it? There's loads of stuff there. If we go back to the features, we have one more this week as well. Set piece refresh and coaches debuts. Set piece coaches and set pieces. An update to set pieces. I am interested in that. Hopefully that is going to be good. So we're going to get that this week, probably Friday, I'd imagine, 5 p.m. They've been chucking them out at 5 p.m. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss that one as well. So that'll probably be out on Saturday, my video for that one. But let me know down below what you think of these features. And if you are also excited for Foot Manager, make sure you use my link down in the description below to get 22% off the Steam price. Use the code SAMAGIO24 at Fanatical using that link below, and you'll get that price. And you'll help me out a little bit too. Just a little bit of funding to help me keep making these videos. And if you are enjoying these videos, make sure you go check out the whole series of Foot Manager 2024 videos and all the feature deep dives that we have already done. And we're going to be doing some more. There's 1, 2, 2 more on there, 3 more on there, at least 3 more to come. So, make sure you check this list out.